What's going on, guys? It's your boy, Skinny Penis. My mom calls me Brett. Hi.
Your mom calls you pain in the ass.
That was a great start.
No, she calls me other things I'm not allowed to repeat on YouTube. Okay. So
Not on YouTube.
Here we are with the weekly podcasts for the IPBA Season 11.
Cast.
And I'm joined today by some very special friends. I'm joined by Ben.
Hello.
I am joined by Jockin.
No, you're not. Fuck off.
Okay. And I'm joined by Omega Tech.
Hey, what's going on?
All right, so starting off, we're going to go over Minors Week 1. And the first replay on the docket will be Yodeler versus Joey. Okay,
There's
so
also
starting
known as
off,
Bruce and Macro.
so starting off, just looking at the lead matchup, there were some interesting mons brought by Joey. He brought a Serena, a Weezing, and a Swellow all in the same week, which is wow.
I can see he really wanted to break that Mega Venusaur, so he has like 3 mons to try to break it.
Yeah,
some serious
definitely.
moves.
The double psychic helps a lot, but
I don't really think the Serena was a good bring though. I'm not sure.
Serena was a pretty good bring. What I like
Well,
on Yodeler's part is the Alolan Persian bring, mainly to deal with stuff like Azelf that break Venu. I think that was a very smart bring.
Yeah, I agree, 100%.
All right, so now we're gonna start actually analyzing the game. So we get lead Weezing against lead Manaphy. Goes straight for the Scald. Does a clean half as he goes for the Willow for whatever reason, maybe predicting Mudsdale to switch in.
There's no reason.
There's no reason.
There's no reason Yodeler just wouldn't click Scald right here. So I don't.
Yeah,
think
in my opinion, he had no reason to not stay in. So, and he gets the min roll again, so Weezing's able to fire off a Pain Split. He's getting some nice chip on that Manaphy. He goes in the Venusaur as Joey switches into Serena, Mega Evolves, and tries to Leech Seed the Serena, which was actually, I think that was a decent play.
It was kind of risky because he could have Sludge Bombed there.
He definitely could have Sludge Bombed. I did like the Leech Seed play on Yodeler's part because he didn't have any switch-ins, and I think he thought Serena would swap fearing Sludge Bomb. But then he fires off the U-turn on Serena and manages to go into Swellow.
This is where you find out what's the check to it. Yeah.
Now, if any of you want to chime in at any point to give your own feedback, feel free.
Well, so Skarmory is pretty good check to a physical Swellow, which appears to be what he's brought. So Skarmory now checks.
As of turn 5, that is what it appears.
Yeah, now it covers a much bigger part
I do
of the
like
team.
the U-turn play. He's just trying to figure out which one's the check to Swellow, which one, like, what is he
That's
thinking?
fair. And Rotom goes for the trick, what I'm assuming to be Trick Scarf.
Probably.
And then he fires off the Leech Seed with Venusaur, which was a pretty free play.
I don't think I agree with the trick play because he was either switching into Venusaur or that's it. But I don't think you would trick anything on his team really. It wouldn't really hinder it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, he has a Mega and a Z user.
Yeah.
If you trick a Scarf on the Scarm,
I think his best play was Volt Switch, but even then.
Yeah, I think Volt Switch was probably.
Keep scouting you.
All right, so he brings in the Manaphy on another Weezing Will-O-Wisp, which makes 0 sense. I'm really questioning Joey's plays with Weezing. Like, I'm really confused.
I do kind of understand. Like, you need to status Venusaur, but that turn 1 play was really awkward.
Yeah, and then he pulled it out again when the Manaphy came in. But yeah, like you said, that's kind of understandable.
He does go for the U-turn. Interesting.
Yeah. So here we go. He goes for the parting shot with Persian A. Parting shot's a broken move. Can we be honest, guys?
That's pretty good.
If you broke it, it was something better.
Oh, true. Okay, so then, he goes for the taunt as the Persian A switches in. He obviously swaps out fearing the Dark Pulse. Or knockoff in this case, so that's actually pretty interesting. Goes back into Manaphy on a Pain Split. Doesn't really get too much help there, but it was useful.
Don't see Weezing doing much in this game often, really. It's just
I guess the only reason it's there really is to check Slurpuff.
That's the only thing I can see, but
Oh yeah, because his team kind of gets beat by like a
Already.
Calm Mind.
Yeah. Or even a belly drum.
It's just really unfortunate that he brings one Mon and that's useless against every other Pokemon on his team.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that that's the way it works out, but sometimes that just happens.
That's the way it's going to be, little darling.
So, Manaphy takes it down with the Scald as he goes into the Mega Glade, and he switches in the Mudsdale as he doubles into Serena, which is actually very nice.
Okay.
Launches off the Power Rip, does about half, and then he gets the Rocks up as well as the Defense Boost.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that was correct play. There's definitely has a rapid spin here. Like
Yeah, he's obviously
Mega
rapid
Mega
spin.
Piercer.
It's the second most reliable removal on his team, bar Defog Road.
He just took a power up for no reason really.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Yeah. It gives him a free switch on the rapid
spin
spin.
on the switch. Sludge Bomb does nothing, making me think that this is AV Serena.
Or yeah, it could be
Looks
such
likely,
defensive.
I mean, based on the damage at least, because Venusaur is far from passive.
I agree.
And now Swellow's actually spamming Boom Burst, so it is in fact special.
It is both, but where's the heat wave?
So he might be choiced, actually. That could be the explanation. He goes for
Choice
the Volt
one.
Switch on the Mudsdale. I thought that was pretty obvious, in my opinion. As he
Yeah,
goes
it's
for the
pretty
rest. Ooh.
Oh, it's Chesto. Okay.
Resto, Chesto, Mudsdale's pretty hot.
I guess that's why he took the power whip damage, even though it didn't matter at the end.
That makes sense in my opinion then. And he gets the crit, which did matter.
I think if he got the poison, it would have just taken 2 turns to knock him out anyway. But yeah,
It would have, but
Speeds it
still
up.
the crit's very unfortunate because it
Yeah.
takes away any chance.
just speed it up.
But now Zelf is here, and Zelf is going to do absolutely everything it can to die fast.
Mm-hmm. Now with Zelfson, he goes back into Persian Alola as he sets up a nasty plot. Interesting, but he does
Better win
take
that speed
knockoff.
tie. Ooh,
He
did
did
not
lose
win
the
that
speed tie with the knockoff, unless he's Scarf because we don't know.
No, he's lefties. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad. I must have missed that. Flamethrower
for
does a
Zelfson,
lot
yeah.
and gets the burn. And he wins the second speed tie. So, yeah, you guys were right. And now Oh, Manaphy reveals itself to be Scarfed.
Oh, and all right.
That's actually really interesting bringing this matchup. I like that.
It's really interesting. Yeah, I do
think
like
it
that.
definitely does a number on
Fortunately, it did not do enough to score.
Yeah,
I think it did work though. It did do work against his team.
Oh yeah, it did.
did. Swellow
We're gonna
just fire off some boomers. Let's see, he sends in Scarm, and he swaps down to Rotom Heat, which is probably his safest bet in my opinion.
Takes that Brave Bird like a
I
champ.
think in this matchup, Choice Scarf was a mistake for Rotom. It's just doing nothing every time he switches.
For
He's
Rotom,
done
yes,
something
I can
good.
see that, but for
Yeah.
a lot of his other threats, it actually does a decent chunk.
But like every time he switches in Rotom, he either gets predicted to Volt Switch or gets tricked by Mega Venusaur and does nothing.
That's true, though. That's
Just
true.
really unfortunate.
All right,
Rotom
so
should have brought Lagging Tail.
he goes into Venusaur as he goes for the trick yet again.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm
Again,
talking
not the
about.
best play.
Not good.
Like I
He
don't
gets
think
the
it
Swallow
was a
on the
mistake.
double in the Mudsdale. Boom Burst does a clean 77, but does not get the kill, and he sets up Rocks again, which I don't agree with.
I do agree with it because it means that Swallow cannot switch it again.
Okay, actually, when you put it that way,
I think it's understandable because he does have the Skarmory still.
for
But,
sure.
Yeah. It allows him to make sure that
Rotom's
Swallow
really gonna do
dies.
anything.
Yeah, I kind of overlooked that he was in range of Stealth Rocks. You guys are definitely right.
Means that
well-
Swallow cannot come back in.
Mm-hmm.
So as much
Okay,
damage as
so
he can, switch
He
out.
gets the Mudsdale kill. In comes Skarmory. He just goes for the Boom Burst again to get some chip, and he clicks Brave Bird, kills the Swallow. But now Skarm's at about 50%, which is perfect opportunity for Rotom to spam like Overheat.
Finally,
I
Rotom
think
can
Volt
just
Switch.
do something and Volt Switch.
He Volt Switch.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
Okay,
a good Volt
Glade.
switch.
Glade here. Now he finally gets to use Glade. Zen Headbutt picks up a kill easily.
Oh, it's definitely gonna do work now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what.
He does
can't
reveal the P-Jab. First Slurpuff. He gets the poison as well, but the Citrus Berry pops. And he sets up a Calm Mind. But now he has
Interesting.
Unburden activated, and he can click Draining Kiss. He doesn't outspeed?
Oh, you
Oh,
chose the
wow.
wrong ability. Oh, mate.
He
was
used the
not
wrong
Unburden.
ability. Oh.
I think that
Buddy,
definitely
I've
mattered.
been there. That sucks.
He won.
Buddy.
He won with
Yola,
the
I'm
right
giving you
ability.
a
That's
hug.
sad.
Yeah,
Next time
D-Gleam
I see you,
definitely,
I'm gonna-
D-Gleam definitely took out delayed and just finished off really
Okay,
well.
so he's got the sword stance up. Post combat will bring it to very, very negligible health, and he just dies to recoil here. But that's so unfortunate. Joey packs out the win because of Yodeler's misgen.
That sucks. Massive.
I really liked how Yodeler played this game, even though he lost.
I agree. I think he
just
deserved
really
the win
unfortunate.
with the plays he made.
He was very patient.
His
He played
prep was
well.
very nice.
I think Murkrow made a couple mistakes in prep, just mainly like
Joey's
the
prep was
Weezing
not
didn't
very
really
good.
do anything, and then the Scarf Rotom didn't do anything until the end. But
I think Joey's
do
lucky to
believe
win
that
that
Yodeler put up a very strong performance, and I think he is going to be someone to watch in later weeks.
yeah, his team is definitely fat, and he just showed that it's really hard to break.
He needs to fact check his own team. He really does. That's a shit one to get.
Yeah, that's kind of a lesson. Just make sure you take a couple minutes before your game, make sure all of your abilities and everything are set, because Showdown will fuck you over. All right.
The guy who takes 15 minutes to prep.
Hey,
shut up.
I double check even though I only take 20 to prep. I at least double check.
Right. Moving on to Gilly versus Dickhead. Mike. Am I wrong?
All right, so it's saying Elliot and Ben are saying this is going to be way too long for a podcast. So do you want to just speed run the next few replays?
Sure.
Kind of just go through the most important points and then move on.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, ideally you just highlight some of the prep and like go
That's
over
fair.
some of the big plays, I guess. And I mean, I know
All
it's hard
right.
to do without having notes for all of the.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I was halfway through the replay when you guys started talking about turn 1, so I didn't know what we were doing.
All right, sorry. All right, so now we'll just start skipping the what we call the unimportant plays and stop if we see something that we're impressed with or we think is dumb or something.
Just tell us what turn you're looking at. And then,
All right, so we have Mike versus Guillermo, and this is probably the best match. Both were majors coaches last season. Neither put up a really bad record, so I'm curious to see how this goes.
Looking at his team, Dugtrio does do a number to his team if it's scarfed, unless
it does a lot of revenge killing.
Yeah, unless Coco or Nidoqueen is like Shed Shell or Sugar Berry.
Yeah, I can see Scolipede having a nice time late game, especially if it's is Scolipede a Z user? I'd assume so.
I'm not sure. I would have to check.
All right.
Is that regular
Anyway.
DNC? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm watching a Scarf Burnett do something amazing.
All right, so let's start up the game. Lead Nidoqueen versus lead Zapdos. I think those are both relatively decent leads. I'll skip ahead.
Interesting.
I'm just skipping ahead till we see something good or dumb. So, okay, there we go. That appears to be HP ground on the crest.
Yep.
And Toxic, Heatran gets off the Toxic and the Taunt on crest, which is actually going to be very key to preventing a potential sweep.
Yeah, about that.
Because it's taking a lot of damage. It swaps out to Bayonet, gets up the belly drum, but here's where
Scarf Burnett comes in, and that was beautiful.
Scarf Burnett with foul play. That's just great prep on Gilly's
That was
part.
a
There's a
great
reason why
idea.
he's called God.
I
really-
told him to bring that set.
Yeah, FaZe for definitely just wanted to sack his Heatran just to get the belly drum sweep right there.
But that was really smart. That was great.
I gotta say, the rest of this match is a bit of a shit show. Gilly got
I do like the Lunar Dance on Cresselia.
Me as well. What turn is that?
That's turn 11.
Okay, there we go. I just got
the game's over, so.
Okay, so we get to turn 12. Nothing significant happens yet. He pops the Shuka on Nidoqueen, so there's the Shuka you were talking about.
Yeah.
But he does take down Deancey with multiple Earth powers. He goes into
Then
Doug
Trio
Trio.
comes in, takes out
Okay,
the
so he does reveal that he is either Scarf Doug Trio or he was not Scarf Nido.
Either
Judging
way.
by the way he went for another Earthquake, I want to say he's Scarf.
Probably.
Yeah, he outsped at +1.
Yeah.
It looks like Como just gonna tear
It
through
looks like
his
Komodo
Team
cleans up.
Yeah, Komodo takes us out. It's not even.
Yeah, Komodo just cleaned up. Mike
Gilly's
didn't really
prep
have any
was
reliable checks to it.
amazing.
Yeah,
Gilly's got one.
he just got out prepped, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it looked like it was
Gilly's
just really nice prep, especially with Scarf Bayonet on Gilly's part. That was a great bring
Yeah.
for the
He
incoming
didn't have to
Minion.
even have to use Coco, like, bugger. Like,
Yeah, he didn't have to use Coco or really Mandy, so.
yeah. That was, nah, Gilly definitely won that.
Yeah, Gilly
by
just, that was definitely better prep. I think he had a bit of matchup too, but the prep definitely put him over the edge.
Oh, yeah. That was.
All right, so that is Mike versus Gilly with Mike taking a fat L.
Moving
now we
on
got
to
another
these guys.
2 former majors coaches facing up in Tyler, and that appears to be Jeff.
Looking
Now-
at team preview, he does have the Magnezone for the Celesteal, which is interesting. And then
What I do see, Embor cleans half of Jeff's team.
I also think that if Magnezone takes out the Celesteal, Altaria just sweeps with the Dragon Dance.
Definitely, except if he is Corkscrew Crash on the Zygarde, which is definitely possible.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
All right, so with that aside, do you have any other things about lead matchup, Jockin, you want to say?
Lead matchup. Neither of them have a lead that I would go with.
Probably just going to lead with XP.
Yeah. Maybe Yuxi and Roserade, I think, to start off with.
All right, let's start. He leads Magnezone against a Yuxi.
Okay.
Okay.
Magnezone
comes the
is
switch
Balloon,
ball.
so he sets up a sub on the rocks. That's pretty cool.
What's happening?
He's Balloon. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that
Interesting.
Thunderbolt did a clean amount of damage to the Yuxi.
That's an analytic. Hold on.
oh,
that's
that
like
must be analytic.
That is analytic, yeah.
Analytic's pretty hot. I like that bring.
It scares. And if you don't figure it out in time, it doesn't. It looks like Magnapole, and it's not.
Mhm.
That was a hard hit.
Okay, so Snorlax sets up a curse. This could be big trouble if he doesn't have
Gas.
any-
Oh, gets rid of immunity. Nice.
Exactly, so he could fire off a toxic. That's smart.
I don't like how clever Shrek is.
Although if he has rest, I don't think it would matter. But,
That's true, but he gets a lot of chip, and
True.
I guess he prays for a crit.
yeah. But now you can go to Buzzwole here. Yeah.
Yeah, Buzzwole's probably his only real play.
Ooh, switch of the day.
He
Drain
does
Punch did
go
nothing.
Vileplume on the Drain Punch, and that does nothing. Vileplume's fat, bro.
We're getting some. I just saw turn 11 is a
Oh,
shit.
Stun Spore. Stun Spore.
I'm getting there now. Turn 11. He misses the Leech Seed on Celesteela. Celesteela gets the Flamethrower, does
And the
over half, and gets the burn.
Ah,
Oh, that's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
the worst. The amount of hacks in that turn's just awful for Tyler.
I would not have left that. Why are you leaving Ontario? What are you doing?
That was a
What
really
are
good
you
predict for the Embor, because Embor is literally now just useless.
Okay,
And
I like
Robbie
Conguard Altaria, except Sludge Bomb kind of just eats it alive.
But not. Yeah, I was gonna say not setting up on a Vileplume. It's not.
But yo, Vileplume is actually doing serious work.
Oh, effect spore, bugger.
I think he lost Embor way too early.
The effect spore
Yeah.
just the amount of hacks getting Tyler is just insane right now.
Yeah,
Tyler's kind of
just-
getting cucked a little bit. He wasn't playing great beforehand, but now he has very limited chances, you know?
Yeah.
yeah. This
His
is not
Vileplume is
going
definitely
well.
doing work.
So I'm on
There's
turn
the risk.
23. He chooses to get up spikes, and Snorlax reveals rest. So the toxic
Yeah,
was
there
all
it
for
is.
naught.
Yeah.
There's the seed.
He finally gets up the seed that he wanted, and he does reveal he has
Whatever.
sleep talk, which is pretty standard.
Yeah. This is
He
standard
sleep talk
curse
curse body slam, which does a number to his team, especially with
Mm.
Magnezone weekend.
Bang.
All right.
Although Cotton
Fuck
Guard
are
on
you
Tyrant
saying?
probably
He
could
got the
solve that.
para with body slam turn 26.
Oh,
Ooh.
facade.
Ooh,
Not a
he's
bad
facade.
choice.
That's hot.
Oh, that's pretty
Except
nice.
he just takes the sludge
Yeah.
bomb and gets kind of obliterated. He barely holds on, roosts up, and swaps out into his own Roserade. And sludge bomb is almost a 2-hit kill if it weren't for lefties, so that's interesting. He goes back into Snorlax. That's obviously his best play. He sets up more spikes.
The spikes are a great idea with Altaria.
Yeah, definitely. Body slam just straight up kills because Roserade doesn't have the best physical defense.
Fucking
He goes
straight
back into
sap.
alt here. Okay, I'm assuming, yeah, he just roosts up again. That's smart. Keep it healthy for later. And he goes into Seismitoad, and Strength Sap was a great play on Jeff's part.
He just can't break this Vileplume.
Vileplume is actually really scary, and I never realized.
That one play when he switched into Emboar into the air slash of the Celesteal has really hurt him.
Yeah, that confused me a bit too. And we have the sleeping Buzzwole because Effect Spore is a thing. Still asleep. He finally wakes up, gets a Leech Life off. He gets some health back, but then he just falls to a Sludge Bomb, turn 38.
I can definitely see where this game's going.
Yeah, I can as well. So Snorlax comes back in as Magnezone goes for the hidden power. I assume it's Ice.
Damn, that's a double dance Altaria.
It is.
There's a God of Cotton as well as a
Heavy Slam gets the crit, which guarantees the kill.
That was a kill
Oh,
anyway.
man. Jeff is pulling out all the hacks.
That was a nasty thing, so fucking hell.
This is a massacre, and Jeff gets the 6-0 with Stelly. So, my summary on this game is Jeff got a lot of hacks, sure, but I don't think Tyler really prepped as well as he should have.
He didn't play very well either.
I don't think he brought the correct mons, or did he play well around them?
Jeff definitely, I think, had the game won, but the hacks just made it so Tyler couldn't kill
The body
him.
slam hacks on Altaria was pretty massive. That kind of cut that thing.
The effect score with Buzzwole really screwed him a little bit.
Even though the sleep power was coming anyway, yeah. That was
I mean, he could have gotten an extra chip off, you know?
That was just not fun watching. That was just
Yeah, that was just I think Jeff should be arrested for sexual assault.
Oh my god.
Definitely. That was a rape.
Alright, enough of that.
All right. So the final match in minors, because Harrison and Spoink needed an extension. We have Omega versus DKK. So Omega, we'll make sure to judge you extra harshly.
Sure, no problem.
This one's fun.
Oh, you brought a Gliscor, you tosser. No.
You dick. All right, so looking at the lead matchup,
what the
if its choice has a field day, in my opinion.
I just love how like this team of DKKs is like four.
What was that, Ben?
What was that? What is a field day? I know a lot about this match, so I can talk about it.
I'm saying if Victini is choiced, he could have a field day.
Oh, okay.
Because based on lead matchup, if he runs the right coverage moves, nothing switches in reliably, except for maybe Prim.
I'm not going to comment, but you'll see the match.
You got it. Yeah. All right, so we'll start off here. We got lead Miltank against lead Gliscor, which is both kind of what I expected. Both
coming in.
Seismic Toss is 28. I guess he was kind of just gauging the damage.
Why
he gets
would
toxic,
you do that?
But Miltank is a cleric, so it could heal bad.
So this is a really long battle, by the way, so you're going to want to just skip over a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we'll just keep speeding through.
So the main thing in this early game is that Primarina is like really good against him. Good against
Primarina spamming Moonblast. There really isn't a good switch. There really is not.
After this heal bell that Umbreon took, it was just downhill for him with his Primarina.
Okay, so in comes the Victini, goes for U-turn.
And what's going to end up happening is it's going to be pretty stally. I mean, Primarina's not going to be able to fully break through Umbreon, but what Omega can do is just kind of stall out his wishes.
What turn are you on?
I don't know.
I'm on 8. I paused around 8 just so I could hear Ben.
Okay, so you turn, yeah.
Okay, so
sorry, I just saw Landorus destroy something. That was great.
Oh my god!
Landorus with the Supersonic Sky Strike, removing Gliscor.
See ya, Gliscor. Damn.
Yeah, that was a specially defensive Gliscor, so that was definitely
Oh, Supersonic Sky Strike right back, almost Oko's the Finny.
Does not take out the Finny. And here comes the Carmine Latias, which I'm
knock off on the Latias. Make sure. What's Habanberry do?
It's the Dragon Resist.
Oh, it is the Dragonberry. Okay, that makes sense. For doing that Zardex?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Prim takes 62 from Psyshock. Moonblast returns 59 and gets the special attack drop, so that's pretty cool. Ooh, Ditto comes in. He gets the special defense boost.
Charizard just Thunder Punch and Umbreon.
How far ahead are you?
No, I'm on turn 60.
He's Fire Spin Charizard.
That's exactly
I'm on
right.
turn 20 right now.
I'm on turn 21, yeah.
He was Fire Spin Zard, which is actually kind of heat. I respect that.
So as you can see, like this, these couple of
23.
turns, you just keep, I just keep fire spinning the Umbreon as if the Tapu Fini comes in, it would just get KO'd by Thunder Punch, and then the Umbreon is forced to stay in, which is a free switch in for Primarina.
It takes 76
So
from the move left.
Yeah.
But he does run Protect, so that's annoying. So after lefties and everything, you're only doing maybe 10%.
Slowly but surely, Primarina is getting back to full, but this is a winning matchup for me.
He gets the crit on Victini to do 34%. That's some nice chip. Zen headbutts the Zard, only does about 31. He can take another one. And Roosts up on the Umbreon, switch in. Nice play there. Fire spins again. Goes Prim. Fires up the Moonblast. He lives
every
up.
time Charizard X clicks Fire Spin, it's a free switch for Primarina.
Yeah, that's true. I definitely see what you were doing there. It makes sense.
This was a fully bulky Charizard X, no attack investment.
Oh, I love bulky Charizard X. It's so fat.
Yeah, even if this was a banded Victini, V-Create would do negligible damage.
Bolt Strike finally takes out the Prim, though.
Yeah, this play in particular, if you want to pause it here, was a very crucial play as he saw me switching to Charizard X on Victini multiple times, and so I made a ballsy play into just predicting either the U-turn or the Umbreon switch in to stay in a Moonblast, but he makes a great prediction, like over predicts my prediction, and just stays in a Bolt Strikes even though I have a Charizard X that can come in.
What I kind of think he was doing there, I think he was just making the smartest play. I think he had no reason not to Bolt Strike there, in my opinion.
I think after like 10 turns of me switching into Charizard X, I was banking him into just over predicting.
Gotcha. All right, so now we're on turn 40. Power Gem does a decent chunk, but not enough. Because, Acid Spray. Acid Spray is very nice. It could help make sure that this Umbreon doesn't live. But he does protect and gets back to full, which means he could just swap out into something else. He just goes Latios on the Power Gem, and Power Gem puts it within range of any hit. Ditto comes in on the Psyshock. So now he can just click a free move. He clicks the Draco on the incoming Umbreon. There's a whole lot of Umbreon just not dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now turn 50, he's at minus like 4 Spit F or minus 6.
Yeah, from Acid Spray.
Keeps switching out. He gets the wish back from Orlando.
Yeah, so at this point, if you look at Omega's team, he really can't break through Umbreon, but he can stall it out.
Which is what I see he's doing with Nihilego.
Get rid of its wishes, yeah.
So now turn 52, or turn 53 rather, he switches in Ditto on the Victini, as Victini goes for the V-Create, almost picking up a kill, but not quite. So now Ditto is within range, as he goes for a free U-turn. That was probably your best play, in my opinion. Now Umbreon's under half with Torn coming in, but you click knock off to get rid of lefties. I understand that play, though. No worries.
Yeah, now that Primarina is dead and Nihilego is low, just need to stall out.
Umbreon does get back to near full. As you go Nihilego on the foul play, you take that pretty well because Nihilego's attack's pretty poor. Foul plays again on the Zard, does a clean 33.
So
you missed the fire
there's like
spin.
20 turns here where he's just stalling, so I just
Charizard and Umbreon have a bit of a
So within this stall fest, I see that he has 6 wishes left, so I just fire spin and roost
that's not okay.
Pretty much.
Sorry, DKK got a really annoying miss there. I just fucking
So he missed the Draco on your Ditto. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that really cost him the game. So what that means is, so now what could have happened is if he killed the Ditto, then Lando would have swept because he's Rock Polish.
It depends on if the Lando hits Stone Edge or if the Lando got crit.
But now Ditto comes in and also gets the speed.
But he rages the fuck. Holy shit.
Yeah, so I mean, sure, DKK had to hit a Stone Edge, and I guess he couldn't have gotten Hurricane confused, but it was really in DKK's favor to win if that Draco hit.
DKK pulled what I like to call a week 1 Brett from last season. where he said it wasn't a good game and left.
Yes.
I also did that last season against Burn. I was a very salty boy. I understand where DKK is coming from, but yeah, you could have handled that better.
I thought it was a phenomenal game that he played. It's just unfortunate that he acted like that at the end.
I think he deserved the win. No offense, Omega.
I mean, it wasn't guaranteed. He still had.
It wasn't guaranteed, but I think it was in his favor.
It was certainly in his favor. It was probably like.
We all know Stone Edge can miss.
Yeah, it was probably like 70 or 80% for him to win.
Hurricane could crit.
That's
Hurricane
unfortunate, nonetheless.
Hurricane can also miss. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I like that game.
A lot of things can happen.
I agree that DKK probably would have had that. He gotten that hit.
The crucial play was the pre-Marina death, in my opinion.
Yeah, I understand you were going for playing the over prediction, but you know, it's rough.
All right.
All right, so that's a 3-0.
Okay, so now we're on majors. Woo!
Yeah, the one that matters. Woo!
Okay, so first game we got Zach and Ruppy. Judging by the emotes, there's a few killing yourself emotes and a few choky. So I don't want to know how this goes. So just give me 1 sec so I can grab some water.
All right, no problem.
Here I am hiccuping you. Fuck off.
All right. So we got Zach and Ruppy here.
Interesting.
Judging on the lead matchup, I think Gengar has a great matchup.
Oh, I absolutely agree. But I can see that Ruffy isn't really doing much back unless it's offensive Lando. If that Gengar dies, he's gonna have a tough time against the Como.
Yeah, I agree. Although he could be offensive Rotom Wash.
Yeah, he could be,
but yeah, definitely.
If I had to guess, I said the crux of this match is actually going to be Mega Sizzle.
I haven't seen this match yet, so I'm curious to see how it goes. You guys ready to play it?
Yeah.
Let's do this shit! I mean, let's do it.
Okay.
All right. Registeel and Whimsy. Nope, never mind.
I mean, those were both...
Oh!
That did nothing.
That did fuck all!
Wears off when you go for a Z move?
I really don't agree with that play. If he just led like that and he was expecting Registeel, he could have just clicked Nasty Plot at that point.
Yeah, definitely.
Like if
now
the
he keeps going
plot,
for the night days, and he doesn't get the drops. He gets toxic for it.
It didn't even just 1v1 Registeel. He should have just
also
been Nasty Plot.
against Ruppy's team. Fire Blast would have been much more better as a Z move there.
Oh yeah, Z Fire Blast definitely just dealt with that.
Otherwise, Z Focus Blast didn't happen. Oof, that hurt. Oh my goodness, no way.
Here we go. I'm going to turn 5. Como gets a sub against Rotom, which means Rotom can't touch it bar HP Ice.
We now know that was a Scarf Lando. Fuck.
Missed the Hydro. Ooh.
See, this is the problem when you have
Drain Punch crit.
This is the problem when you have a bunch of fat mons on this team and no like real revenge killer.
Misses a second Hydro. Oh no.
I take back what I said about Mega Sizzle being the crux. Mega Sizzle became nothing.
So Como gets okay. So that is Scarf, but he does have Ice Punch, which is
was Scarf. It is now dead.
Yeah, but now we got Ditto coming in. Why is he okay? Ice Punch, and they change Ice Punches. They both do a decent chunk to each other. Now Scizor comes in as he's revealed.
Gets fucking wrecked.
I got frozen.
He gets frozen. No.
Yeah. Based on team preview, I did not like Ruffy's matchup in this game.
But it's working, and it's pissing me off that it's working.
Interesting. I'm hoping he has Ice Beam.
What
he
the
doesn't.
We got
barely
guys, relax. We got the heal gun. We're good.
What turn?
Wait, heal bell? What are you talking about?
Sorry, I'm at turn 23.
We're at turn.
Yo, calm down.
You're all at turn 20. Yeah. He switches in Ditto to kill the Manaphy. He's locked in the Ice Beam, so Sylveon's an easy switch. Goes for the Ice Beam again as he goes for the Heal Bell to defrost his Scizor.
And Zora was poisoned as well.
Oh, true, but that didn't matter too much in my opinion.
I think he just clean sweep. All he has to do is kill this Ditto, and
so he goes for Hyper Voice on the AV Tang. Does about 20, 24. Yeah, he could kind of just outwall this Tang with like half of his remaining mons.
Yeah.
Like Giga Drain on Komo barely did 14. He gets the wish. He's almost back up to full, and he gets a free sub.
Komodo's just taking it from you, to be honest.
Komodo just had a really good matchup this match.
if you have just passive walls like he did, and only Ditto, he just had the sub on him, and then that was it.
Yeah, Komodo just goes through and sweeps his remaining mons. And that's a 5-0 wheelchair for Zach.
Yep.
What do you guys think about that match?
Well, it was like
the match was horrible. It was horrible.
The sub was devastating.
It
was just the sub was definitely the correct bring against all these fat mons and Ditto, and he just really couldn't do anything.
I just did not like Ruppy's prep this match. I don't even think he played horribly. It's just his prep. He was just out prepped.
No, it wasn't his play. It was his prep for sure.
All right, so that's unfortunate. Zach takes a pretty commanding lead. Week 1. Zach says he did not have Nasty Plot actually.
If he did, that would make sense. That he
was
went for the Z move, but like if you're just gonna go for the Z move, you're just underestimating Red Steel's bulk at that point.
Agreed.
And Red Steel basically 1v1 Dazor.
Mm-hmm. All right, so with that out of the way, let's go to Noob and Winston. Woo! Our defending champion versus a scrub.
Wait, which one's the scrub?
Winston. Noob is the defending.
Winston's not a scrub.
Noob is the defending champion, so Winston's a scrub. Anyway, so
that logic needs some looking into.
Well, I don't have logic. You should know this by now.
All right, so
is that a mega
battle of leads here. I think it's gonna be a mega lead battle.
I can see that. I don't like the Regirock bring at all.
No, that was a terrible.
I disagree.
The Regirock bring was horrible.
No. I disagree because if you look at his team, he doesn't really have a solo switch in it other than Regirock.
I feel like F1 could take it on though. And Regirock literally, it just died to everything else.
100% agreed. Like beaten by 4 out of the 6 mons that.
It's just one of those things that like the previous minors game we saw, the wheezing versus the slurp up.
True.
It
really doesn't do much other than.
I think that was. I think Regirock was horrible. I don't like it.
Zera Aura looks really clean this matchup.
It depends on what set it is, honestly.
Because with the right coverage, he hits everything on the opposing team for super effective damage. Literally every mon.
It's Zera Aura.
Zera Aura isn't particularly strong though, so we'll see.
I mean, but based on this matchup.
All right, shall we go? Shall we start?
All right, so we'll start off the match.
It's a lead of 2 birds.
Crobat, Swellow, U-turn on the Crobat.
Yeah, and this is exactly why he brought the Regirock, but that Endeavor.
He went for Endeavor, but Regirock went down half. Interesting.
Wow, that Endeavor play.
Here comes Dynamite.
He goes up the rocks on the switch. That's a smart play on Noob's part, and he goes into Crobat on the Serp. Default Serp.
Looks like a winning battle for Latios here. Yeah.
Don't know.
Now Zera Aura comes in. He has quick attack, but it doesn't do anything.
I'm not sure why he quick attacked. Yeah.
Ice. Now, I think that crit might have mattered depending on what item Zera Aura is.
I'm really not sure why he quick attacked there, but.
I mean, I guess he just wanted to get off some damage before he died, but he definitely should have saved that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
All right, so that aside, we are on turn 6. He has Mega Kang. I know Ben thinks Mega Kang is broken. I really don't think it's that good in this one.
I don't think it's good.
Really good.
I don't think it's good at all.
Oh my god!
He got the pup up though. The double pup is really clean, but he lives. Regirock gets his rocks back up. Okay.
So I don't know why. Well, okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
I'll after this turn, I'll pause. He gets the double pup on the Crobat switch, and so now we're on turn 9.
Sorry, I was just gonna say that I don't know why Noob didn't bring Palo Sand for Kangaskhan, because it's a lot better.
He should have brought it.
Palosan would have
He
been.
brought it in the marks. It literally just.
I know, and when I was mocking
armor.
Winston, I brought Palosan as well, and it was doing really well.
The only reason I think why he
I agree.
didn't bring it was that it kind of got cucked by Swellow, and I don't know.
I'm going to say right now, I'm at 10-17. I got to say to Winston, if he ever...
Why are you going so far ahead?
Stop going so far ahead.
Listen to what I'm going to say.
Stop going so far ahead.
Winston, I feel your fucking pain right now with fucking Superior. Fuck's sake.
He really did. That pup on Kang did work, honestly.
Alright, so now we're at turn 9. Not Jockin, though, because he sucks. He goes into Regirock again, return picks up a kill on Regirock. So there goes the Swellow switch in.
Well, Swellow's dead, so
it doesn't matter. That's where I was going.
Yeah, I know. But like, I just like pointing out that it was brought as a Swellow switch in, and then it had no purpose. I like how he's pivoting to get the Intimidate on Mawile, but then he just gets he almost gets obliterated after the second time. He just goes for the sucker, get off some damage. Brings Kangaskhan pretty low, but Kangaskhan is at +3. Crobat lives the sucker punch and gets off the kill, but also dies to recoil.
Yeah,
but Kangaskhan did do some nice work.
Yeah, I don't think he knew how to prep for Kangaskhan here. This is exactly what Kangaskhan does. It's so predictable. But,
is that Scarf Serp?
Don't worry about Scarf Serp.
He
probably is.
The Leaf Storm.
Yeah. So if he hit that Leaf Storm, I think it would have been. I'm not watching it, but I think it was a 3-0 or 4-0 if he hit that because Latios lived, but he got off like a ton of really good damage against it. That was really valuable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucked. Wow. So now Noob's got a pretty decent. He goes for the extreme speed Sagzera or.
So this is not looking good for Mudkip.
The best check to
Zygarde. Suicune's the best. He can't break through Suicune, but
subs up, gets the sub protect. I've run that set before, but he has the Pairs song.
It's the Pairs.
So what Noob doesn't know is that sub gets frees you of Whirlpool, but he doesn't go for sub.
Which is wild.
I know, so he just lets his Suicune die, which he really needed.
Wait, I'm on turn 21, he just switched out.
I am too, he goes in the Latios. On the Magmasaur, and he misses Magmasaur, but I don't think that was as big of a deal.
That match was a fucking roller coaster, what the fuck?
Wait, so you're saying sub frees you of Whirlpool?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He could have. I didn't know either until Mox.
So now
I don't blame Noob for not knowing it, but still, it's kind of like he could have won.
Latios picked up the Zygarde kill. Now it's Azu versus Latios, and Azu just gets a free. Just wins.
Because Latios is faster. Noob's
time out.
That is a 0-0 win.
Yeah, 0-0 win.
Wow.
Yeah, very interesting.
The amount of moves that Muck needed to hit that he just didn't. Sorry, that Winston hit.
I know. I mean, it would have been probably a 3-0 if Serp hit Leaf Storm.
3-0 or 2-0 depending. Yeah.
I mean, but again, after the Leaf Storm miss, Noob could have won if he switched out with Suicune on the sub.
That was genuinely hard to watch.
I think Winston probably deserved that win.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, absolutely. No, yeah.
It was actually a pretty close game on both sides. I don't think anybody played particularly bad or well. It was just a really
the deserved win wasn't there. It just wasn't.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, so after that we have JJ and Peter. Hey, Peter.
Peter.
Peter. All right, so looking at this matchup, there's going to be a lot of trouble for JJ with Coco. I understand Diggersby and all that, but Coco cleans.
This is a team I don't quite like.
I mean, I can see that Mega Aerodactyl does a lot of work against his team too.
It does, but Klefki hardwalls it.
That's fine. He has Diggersby. He has the Infernape. Just depends on see how it goes.
I did mocks for this, and I got to say, Mew with me and Z actually really helps against it.
Let's see. Clef can definitely also take on Diggersby with Magnet Rise, so that's something we should note for later.
Yeah, that is true. It depends.
All right, so starting off, we got lead Nape against lead Starmie, and obviously Peter won that lead. He just goes for a Surf. Does actually a pretty big chunk to Toxapex.
Looking for that damage, probably physically defensive.
On the T-Spikes, which is Probably a pretty nice play on JJ's part. He gets up at least one T-spike for now.
Oof.
And he's Calm Mind Coco.
Oh, this is gonna
Pause that for
spell
now.
trouble for him. Yeah.
Calm
Unless this-
Mind Coco has literally no switch-ins with his dual stat.
Why did he switch?
Jockey, stop going ahead!
I'm not. I'm at like turn 5.
Okay, now I'm on turn 5. Shookaberry, he lives with the Shookaberry.
Yeah, Scarf Digger's B.
Gleam does not kill, though.
But
Why did he switch?
No.
Thank you.
I can definitely understand the switch because he could have easily won the Gliscor right there. Like
I still think he had
Gliscor
no
was
reason not to at least click EQ.
Gliscor was the freest switch in ever, and so I can understand that.
no, just.
At that point, just kill what's in front because Coco's too threatening.
Even if it was the switch was like the obvious switch, I just the risk of not killing Coco.
He didn't lose anything by going for EQ, in my opinion. But anyway, he gets the T-Wave on Infernape, meaning that Infernape won't be able to clean as well later on, which is nice on Peter's part.
And
And
he's
he has his own spikes to get up, so Klefki goes down. But he does get up at least one layer of spikes, and I think that might help him out later, but I'm not sure. I didn't see this game yet. T-Bolt gets the crit kill on Nate, but I don't think the crit mattered based on the Coco.
No, I don't think so.
And now he swaps down the Gliscor on the Aerodactyl. That's probably the best play. He goes for EQ, though, which I don't agree with. But then Ice Fang, he's Yachi Berry Gliscor.
Oh, he's frozen.
What's with all the freezes?
Oof. Yeah, Aerodactyl does a big
Rip
work to
Peter,
his team
bro.
out.
I feel bad. Peter just got axed, bro.
Although I'm not sure what he would have went for.
He
there.
went for counter.
Oh.
Oh, he went for counter.
That
Based on
would've
that
been-
HP, I don't think Aerodactyl, I think Aerodactyl still survived, but still that was.
No,
But
it
the chip
definitely
would have
didn't.
helped.
It
I think
definitely
it
didn't.
They didn't survive.
It
the
definitely didn't.
In
It
the mocks we
definitely
did,
didn't
that
survive.
exact same thing happened. The freeze and Gliscor didn't get the counter, and I won because of it.
I don't know. I based on that damage, I
Okay,
think
so
probably-
It did
Bronzong-
48%. That's a max HP Gliscor most likely, and that's not a max HP
It just
Aerodactyl.
depends on the
So
Gliscor set then. Or
Okay,
yeah,
so
but
Bronzong
it's
picked
max
up
HP,
one
so it's pretty much killing 100% of the time unless the Aerodactyl's max
Well,
HP.
regardless, there's no sense theory modding for 3 hours. You know?
I just can't believe that's exactly what happened in the mock. Like I am shooketh.
The freeze?
The freeze happened in the mock we did the exact same way. So we couldn't
Wow.
use counter.
But Bronzong picks up the kill turn 23 with Gyro Ball and Starmie.
Oh my!
So that's his
God.
really main check to Pex at this point gone.
That was awful. I'm sorry. That was hard to watch.
Okay, so Archeops.
That's
gets the
you say
kill.
you're saying that about every game so far.
No, I'm not. Some of them are fun.
Pinsir gets killed by wing attacks, so now Aerodactyl can just stay in. Archeops goes for the head smash, and he goes Toxapex. Oh, he went Stone Edge, but he missed anyway. Insult to injury, my guy. And then Pex kind of just picks up the kill here, I believe.
Yeah.
Or he
It just
puts him within range of Defeatus, so he
So,
misses again anyway and gets the kill.
I'll say this. Depending on that Mew set, if it did kill the Aerodactyl, it just depends. It would have been a different game for sure, depending on the Mew. But yeah, it definitely did matter.
I definitely
this
think
is so
Mega
shit.
would have had a better time if Arrow was gone.
But
Yeah.
that doesn't necessarily mean that JJ would have lost the match. if
No,
that counter
not
went off.
necessarily,
Yeah.
but it would have made it a toss-up in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
That is-
overall,
that is
bar the hacks,
astounding.
it's a pretty decent match.
There's so much hacks though. Oh my god.
Yeah, there was a decent amount of hacks. All right, so
And I
Coming
gotta
up-
take
Josh.
off, guys.
what's up?
But yeah, I gotta take off. I'll
See
keep
you, man.
recording. See ya.
See you,
See you,
Ben.
man.
Yeah.
All right, so now we got Josh, and his game got 4 choke emojis. So I know what happened this game. It's Burn and Josh.
All right, we'll see. We'll see. But
There's some choke emotes though, and they were justified. I'll leave it at that.
Why are they playing it?
Because they're both idiots and they're not using Draft Frontier.
Right.
They're both Jags, especially you, Burn. You suck. Okay, so looking at the lead matchups,
I can
I really
definitely
like
see.
Volcano.
Yeah, I can definitely see a Dragon Dance Flygon doing work.
Agreed. I like Volcanion because it picks off a lot of the Loudmons.
I think Scarf Volcanion would do a decent amount of work against them too. Yeah.
Agreed. Mega Gallade always has a good matchup, let's be honest.
It depends, yeah.
I actually really like Tornadus for this matchup. It's really working for me.
I do too. The only problem is the Thundy especially poses a big threat, but I guess we'll see how that plays out.
Thundy and Arrow. Yeah,
I think Metagross, or I think Metapro definitely has the advantage, but he does not have a Kyurem switch in, really.
All right, so now
does anyone really have a Kyurem switch in?
They do.
Yuxi.
I don't.
Absolutely.
All right, so now let's get into the battle. Woohoo!
All right, looking
Flygon and lead Thundy.
It looks like it's scarfed. Yeah.
Potentially, yeah. It definitely does appear to be scarfed though, as U-turn also occurs on Thundy, and then he goes straight back into Torn. But he gets predicted with the knockoff crit, but it doesn't matter because he is Z move.
No, the crit mattered a lot. It mattered a lot. The crit.
Well, we don't know that yet.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
We're on turn 6.
Looks like for me it didn't matter, but we'll see.
It matters. It matters a lot, dude.
Well, we will see. I haven't seen it yet.
Next, if not full physical. All right, he might actually be Defiant for Fog. If he's Defiant, then physical would make sense. What do you guys think?
It
does agree, but there are some situations where you do want to go physical, like probably for the Muck also, because Muck is weaker.
Oh yeah, Wild Charge does some damage. All right, so now we're on turn 6.
We're on turn 6.
On the U-turn. That was a pretty nice play. Goes Volcanion. I like Volcanion here, but he sets up the sub on the Defog. Okay.
Yeah, this is definitely a free sub. Yeah.
I
do like this play.
Toxic off. That's nice, but I'm assuming he will be Aromatherapy. I guess we'll see. Goes for Steam Eruption. That actually does a clean amount of damage considering it's a Florges, guys.
Yeah.
37's not bad at all.
Yeah, he definitely wins this matchup right here. I would just go for the sub again if I were him.
Yeah, he was smart. Kyurem usually runs Earth Power, so that was a pretty obvious bring. Fire Blast does a decent chunk, but he reveals he's not Scarf. So that's interesting to know for later. He roosts up back to full on the Muck switch-in. Goes to Crook. Gunk Shot does a decent chunk and gets the poison. That chip could help out Josh.
Yeah, definitely could help out.
Ooh, he knocked off the Iapapa Berry.
Oh, that knockoff was definitely hurt that Muck.
Yeah, definitely, because Muck could have stayed in a lot longer. Or at least stayed in the game a lot longer. But anyway, he switches into Torn on a Stone Edge, gets hard predicted.
Great predicted. Yeah,
that was a great play by Burn. Burn gets the Moxie boost, but he only lives one more turn because of the poison. And he just U-turns with the Scarf Flygon, as we assume it's Scarf.
Yeah, it's probably Scarf, yeah.
So Metagross switches in, and he goes for the EQ on the Muck, but he goes in the Flygon. Nice play on Josh's part. And he just U-turns out again. He's playing very safe here. Now he's got the Mega Gallade in on the Arrow. I don't know why he would do that. He takes a huge chunk.
Yeah.
That was kind of a misplay on Josh's part, in my opinion.
That was the only play he could go for. Though,
I mean, Aerodactyl does a lot of work against his team.
It definitely does, but I don't necessarily approve
if he went,
the series of
if he went to Volcanion, then he got Stone Edge. If he went to Flygon, he didn't kill.
It was his only play.
Yeah, it was his only play, but that doesn't mean it was necessarily a good play. If you know what I mean.
But no,
he kind of forced himself into that position.
It's just the fact.
I still think the crit. I think it was all like a snowball effect from the crit, in my opinion, personally.
I don't think the crit actually.
The crit definitely didn't matter.
No, it did. Because basically what happened was, if that didn't crit, his Taunt could have got up a Z-Flower and anything. The Crook was forced out, and basically that Taunt with Regeneration could always remain a Crook switch-in. And first of all, if you want to stay in that exact Muck scenario, then the Taunt would have lived the Stone Edge with the extra HP.
Are you sure that it would have lived?
Does it? Yeah.
Of course, it would have been at least 90%, 93%.
Well, that doesn't mean it takes one.
Josh at HP investment.
Okay.
I'm actually angry at Burn. Burn, the fuck? How?
All right, so now
How?
Yakin goes ahead as always. We are on turn 27.
Yeah, me too.
Flygon goes for the outrage. Very nice play on Josh's part, in my opinion.
I'm gonna slap Burn.
Now he just fires off another outrage. Gets off some decent chunk on Metagross.
Oh, it's Trick
And
Metagross.
he gets a band in place of a Scarf, which is interesting.
Oh.
Spear Mash, he outrages again. The crit does a lot of damage, but he gets confused. He just sacks off Flygon to Metagross, which makes sense. Here comes Glade. He is Scarf Metagross, but he reveals the Sneak. Sneak was very nice. And now he goes Kyurem. And Close Combat gets a kill. So that's
that
a
was
win.
that was a good game. Now, I mean,
was just
looking
ultimate
at
choke central.
looking at what
Ultimate choke,
The
choke
Thundy
central.
play is what ruined the game for me.
He lost the game when he went into Metagross first over Kieran Black. Kieran Black lived a Scarf outrage from Flygon and killed the last 2 months.
I'm not sure why he did that. Honestly, he could have definitely won the game, but
he was banned.
I do
Scarf Flygon.
I do commend him for bringing the Aerodactyl.
Oh wait, he didn't get tricked until Metagross came in. My bad.
That Aerodactyl definitely did work against his team. Now that I look at his roster,
For sure.
yeah.
But that was rough. I think Burn definitely could have won if he didn't sack off his Thundy like that. But that's unfortunate.
That was a silly sausage move, Burn. A very silly sausage.
Who added me in main? It
Not me.
was. Oh, people were talking. Okay.
All right, let's go to the next game.
Dylan, I don't care about the way.
It's all right. We don't have to go to the next game. We can go to one after that. It's fine.
No, let's go to the next
So
game.
we are on. Who does Bobbert play?
Don't worry about it.
Bobbert plays. Oh,
No, it's-
Jockin. What the fuck is your team?
What the fuck is my team?
Is that regular? Is that a Mega Charizard?
That is a Mega Charizard, yes.
Is that
Which
Y
one?
or
Is that
X?
A, X, or Y?
Is it Y or X?
It's X.
Okay.
Okay.
So based on the team, I do like Rotom because for the most part, it acts as a check to stuff like Keldeo.
Oh, imagine like Rotom.
It does a lot of work, this game, doesn't it, Jack?
I
Yeah,
like Rotom.
yeah,
I
that's
don't like
great.
Dougie. I hate
Rotom-
Dougie in general as a mon.
Rotom does a lot of
Yeah.
work.
Rotom does so much work. Yeah, Rotom great.
No, I actually do like Rotom's matchup.
That's cool. Keep
Not
liking
quite
Rotom.
well,
Keep liking it. Like as much as you want.
All right, chill out, chill out.
All right. Anyway, so here we go.
No,
We lead.
Stop.
We got Zard and Rotom.
And that's a dead Rotom.
Dead Rotom. Jockin, why?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Because I thought he was gonna Dragon Dance. Because
You had
it was a
to
free
Incineroar
Dragon
with
Dance.
Intimidate.
Yeah, I'm not sure why you did that.
You had
Because
you
I
had
thought he
to
was gonna
rack
Dragon
with
Dance.
it.
Wait, I thought he was gonna Dragon Dance. He didn't.
That wasn't the point.
Well, I mean,
regardless.
if
I think your play
you're
was
staying
Incineroar.
in predicting a Dragon Dance, then you just didn't have a Charizard X switch in to begin with.
Can we agree
I
that
did, it's just I
Incineroar
thought
was
Dragon Dance
probably
was-
the play?
1 second, guys. Keep talking about my match check or stuff.
Yeah, I definitely think that Incineroar was the switch, and especially Intimidate wise. Even if he thought he was going for DD, that would just negate the attack raise and make sure Incineroar could
If
potentially live.
he didn't have just a dedicated switch into Charizard, he just wouldn't have
I
stayed in
mean,
right there.
the only one I could think of was Araquanid, but he could have easily run Thunder Punch.
Yeah.
But okay, so that's out of the way. Rotom's dead. He goes Doug Trio, which makes sense.
Oh,
He
and lived.
EQs. Zard lives, which makes me think that he's definitely partially invested, right?
Yeah, definitely.
He's probably EV to outspeed something in particular +1.
And I
So he
think
could run
that Duck
extra
Trio probably
EVs.
should have been trained just to guarantee Oko Charizard X at that point. But
Yeah, but
wasn't.
he probably would have had to sacrifice a decent amount of speed. But anyway, that's unfortunate. So now Jockin's already down 6-4. He finally brings in Incineroar and kills it with Fake Out. Incineroar picking up a kill. Incineroar's a goat. Can we agree?
Mhm.
I'm back.
Turns out
For 5 points it is.
he misses the Stone Edge on narrative. Bobbert got hacked.
Oh,
Bobbert got hacked.
Celesteela went for Shockwave right there. Really, very interesting. Yeah.
I like the Shockwave play though. I think he
Yeah.
definitely did decent chip. It was a nice bring.
Yeah, definitely. I like it.
And then Keldeo cleans with HP Electric. That's pretty nice, revealing that he is Scarf more than likely. HP Electric does nothing to Araquanid, though. Araquanid is so specially fat.
It is an infestation of Araquanid. So.
I like that. I actually kind of like that. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
it was specifically to stop that Keldeo.
I don't know why he didn't go for webs at first. Did you not?
The reason was because in all my mocks, everyone was bringing down my Amdon fan in their team to stop webs. So
okay. He goes Raikou just to pick up the kill. It's 4-2 right now. It doesn't look good at all for Jockin. Brings in Incineroar. He gets the fake out chip.
Ooh, the Earthquake just destroyed the Lycanroc. I don't know why. I don't know why he just didn't switch into Donphan right there.
Yeah, Lycanroc was kind of a bad switch in, but oh well. Donphan getting the Oko on Diancie. Ew.
Wow.
And
is that like
Incineroar versus the world?
Is that banded, or does Diancie not live that normally?
Yo, Incineroar picking up another kill against Selly. That's hot. Donphan comes in and takes a Flare Blitz actually pretty well. Gets the EQ. So that
now imagine if that had been a crit Flare Blitz.
What was that?
If that had been a crit Flare Blitz, that would have been fucking amazing.
I can definitely say that.
Lost,
I can definitely say that you underprep for Charizard X a lot, even though
actually I gotta say, can I say this? 3 of the people I mocked with Megazard, they didn't even bring Megazard. Like,
what?
I don't think.
I don't fucking know. I don't think you're mocking with preparing, and I was like, what's going on?
I think you're mocking with Tards.
I'm mocking with Tards. I agree with that.
Who are you mocking?
Because no one brought Lycanroc, and only 2 people out of the 5 brought Mega Charizard.
Yeah,
Bobbert said he had 16 HP. Okay, that sounds about right. I figured you'd be able to invest at least a little bit with the speed creep on DD.
I mean,
yeah, and everyone brought a lower tails. A lower tails didn't show up. So,
Jockin, why are you blaming everyone but yourself?
Like if
I'm blaming myself. I definitely fucked up that first turn. I thought it was a Dragon Dance. It wasn't. It was a fucking Fire Puncher.
I can see it a little bit if the Jug Trio guarantee killed the Charizard X. But...
I mean, yeah. All right, so what do we got now? Oh boy, we got Nat's game. Nat, aka Junior versus Fran.
Can I say one more thing?
Yes.
Can we just thank Incineroar for existing?
Yo, Incineroar's the best 5-point mon in existence.
Well, he carried that game for you.
True, it kind of carried you.
It did. It got the most kills of anyone in the match on a losing team. Like, it's bloody great. I love it.
I actually love Incineroar, especially because we forgot to move it up because of Intimidate.
Yep.
All right, so anyway.
Very happy I did it. Next season.
Here we go. We got Nat, aka Junior, and Fran. I'm just gonna call him Nat, so if you're confused, I don't give a shit. Okay, so looking at the lead matchups. Okay. I don't like Fran's lead. I don't like Fran's matchup.
I don't see a single Pokemon that learns U-turn on his team, and just Hoopa. That's great for Hoopa.
I mean, he has Beedrill.
No, I'm talking about the wrong. No, you're talking about the wrong team.
I mean, Togekiss gets it, but
I don't think there's.
I mean, he has Volt on Manectric, but he does have a Raichu.
Yeah, but it's the bug moves what we're after for Hoopa.
Yeah. The bug moves are what you need to bring, but Hoopa.
I guess Drapion has plenty of bug moves you can use.
Yeah, but I definitely do like Nat's matchup. I think Beedrill does not have a good game at all. Because the only thing it really does major work against, in my opinion, is the Togekiss. But then he also has like Pharaoh, he has Jellicent, Drapion's pretty decent, Tank Chomp's pretty nice. I think
we all like Ferrothorn's matchup though. Ferrothorn does a lot of work against that team.
Yeah,
I agree with that too, except for if he's a bulky offensive Druddigon could pose a threat.
He can push the fire, and the Focus Blast from our good friend Hooper is fun. But Ferrothorn overall has a great matchup against him.
All right, that's enough dicking around. Let's start the game.
Dicking around? What?
All right, so we got Drapion versus Beedrill. I think Beedrill got pursued.
Wow. That was a great play.
That was hot. Yeah. And then he taunts the Druddigon. So,
can we kiss it?
Yo, Nat's playing like a fucking god right now. Hello?
What the hell's happening?
All right, so he U-turns there on the Jellicent.
Yeah. Nice
Jellicent just gets off a Toxic. That was a great play again.
Oh, Mandibar's getting the sweet 4% critical hit U-turn on Togekiss.
Wait, I'm telling you, why is Nat playing so well?
There
There's
goes
the
that.
HP Ice. That's where Nat's credibility goes down.
Well, I mean that's not necessarily Nat. It was just a good play on his opponent, but the SD.
Okay, so there's Mimikyu.
Oh,
He
that
goes
definitely
for
was a
the
great play.
devastating Drake on a fairy type switch in. Yay! He Q's to break the disguise, which is really all he could do at that point. He gets the rough skin damage off on Mimikyu as well as life orb damage. And Ferrothorn was the easiest switch in of his career. He gets up rocks for free basically, but Mandibuzz just defogs him away.
What was
Seeds?
He'll definitely win this matchup because he has that leech seed on him. He's Stealth Rocks.
Oh yeah, and Iron Barbs. Iron Barbs is always nice.
Why is Ferrothorn carrying a shit show?
Why is it Shed Show?
What was he fighting for? What was happening?
I mean, he might have had a Magnezone or something.
He doesn't. He doesn't make Eternal Magnezone.
Okay, that makes sense.
Gothitelle, of course. Yeah, sorry.
That's actually a decent bring then, Nat.
Yeah, fair enough.
Sucks you didn't get to use it though.
So I was looking at that going, what's going on?
Gyro Ball does a clean chunk to Druddigon, but the Rocky Helmet plus Rough Skin sucked. He gets up his own rocks though to help pressure and dies to a D.
D-Gleam. I wonder when Hoop is going to come
into Raichu. Raichu's Electric Move was pretty obvious, but he goes for the hidden power on the switch. Nice play, in my opinion. And then Angel just dies to rocks, which I think was kind of dumb because he still has Mandy, but oh well. Flamethrowers damage. It's T-bolted. Flamethrower again doesn't kill. Focus Blast does kill the main though.
I do like that he went for the T-bolt and then baited him with that Focus Blast at the end just to win that 1v1.
I agree. I think Raichu wasn't great in this matchup except for Main, but Main was really good in return, so I think that was definitely a good trade-off on Fran's part. Alright, so now we're on turn 20.
Yeah, we are.
T-Bolt does 49 to Drapion. That is a clean amount. Now Mimikyu comes in.
Definitely did good this game.
Mimikyu comes in, he fires off a player up. That was pretty obvious. Nat made the safe play into Ferrothorn, get off some Rocky Helmet and Life Orb damage. Goes into Mandy, and he just gyro balls for the
Ferrothorn
kill.
puts in work. Yeah.
Ferrothorn's great against this team, actually. Here comes the Hoopa. I guess Jellicent was kind of useless, so I kind of agree with that sack. That was pretty smart. Now I can just go into Togekiss and pray for flinches. Or D-Gleam just kills. Is that Specs Togekiss?
That might be Scarf Togekiss, actually.
No, you got outsped by Mimikyu.
No. Yeah, Mimikyu just outsped, yeah. I'm not sure if it was Specs, but...
that was just a really well-played game by Nat.
Yeah, that D-Gleam I don't think normally kills a Hoopa, so...
It's probably Specs. But, I don't think Fran played bad. He had a really bad matchup.
It's just that Ferrothorn just destroyed him, honestly.
Yeah, definitely. I thought Nat played really well. He made some really great plays in the beginning.
Although, like, I can see if he was like Z-Snatch Hoopa at the end, he might have came back. But it didn't end up being that. So.
Yeah, because I've had Hoopa before on teams. You think Z-Snatch is a good bring, but most of the time you find out that it's really not. Trust me.
Yeah.
All right, so that was actually a really well-played game. Overall, there wasn't really any hacks, which was nice. Oh, God. Next game's me. Me and Elliot.
I'm in.
Okay. Elliot, we're on our game. I played really bad.
So did I. One of my worst plays was based around a miscalc with Weavile. I thought you were choice banded, so that was my bad.
I made a really bad play myself in the beginning. You'll see it when we start. But what do you guys think about the lead matchup?
I think that Elliot's team makes me want to cry.
I think Greninja definitely either Greninja or the Scolipede is looking like it's leading.
I think
also, Brett.
Yes.
Brett, I was so confused about you not bringing Crosmo
I knew you were gonna over prep for Necrozma, so I left it back to maybe throw you off.
Like, I didn't over prep for it. I just slapped on a Toxic on 2 mons, literally. That's all. And
I mean,
Scolipede.
especially because Gren and Scolipede are 2 very reliable offensive threats. I didn't see too many opportunities to reliably switch into Necrozma, so I kind of left it behind for that purpose.
That's fair enough.
Low kick wheelbarrow.
I can understand the no Tapu Fini because you brought that raw Mega Venusaur. So I thought my Snorlax set was just going to destroy your team, but the raw Venusaur was a really good bring.
Thank you. So let's get into the battle now. So he leads Gren as I lead Noivern. He just switches out as I go for the U-turn.
Yep, standard.
Here's where I start to fuck up a lot. I really just made a retarded series of plays.
It was so bad. Like, I'm sorry.
No, I completely agree. I don't know why I went for the rock polish there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what.
That was just a misplay on my part. And then I go for Tarek go. Stack off Tarek. I should have just.
You stacked on your wing con basically.
Yeah. Let's just say that when I played this game, I was not 100% with it, which isn't really a great excuse, but I definitely wasn't at like my best.
Yeah, that's fair. Well,
but I definitely misplayed with Tarak. I think that was really the only bad play I made this game, though. To be fair,
I'm surprised. I was expecting a pursuit, but it didn't happen on that Latios.
Honestly, Brett, that's not me saying the only bad play I made was.
Okay. So
I stand by all my plays.
On the Cobalion, just thinking I could take whatever he dishes out. He volt switches on me, which is perfectly okay because I get off the free Leech Seed. Because I'm a really cancer Venusaur. I'm sorry.
It was so annoying.
I went for the Toxic, hoping you were an immunity, but you just swapped anyway. I stayed in.
I was actually immunity, by the way.
Okay. So
I was sub-immunity cursed.
Okay, so I get the Leech Seed damage off on Latios. You Roost as I Toxic, or Sludge Bomb actually.
Nice Roar, yeah.
Yeah, I brought Roar because I saw he had a lot of setup mons, especially Cobalion, Snorlax, and Scolipede.
Yep.
So I thought Roar was definitely a decent bring.
It's a shame you don't have Rock Set, but because this Mega Venusaur would just do more work.
Unfortunately, I didn't really have a good rocker I could bring to this particular game.
Yeah.
Because
apart from
Necrozma was a great bring, in my opinion.
Apart from Necrozma.
Yeah, apart from Necrozma and Terrakion, I didn't even run it on Terrakion.
Yeah, I didn't expect much Terrakion, to be fair.
You guys are free to talk about this game because me and Elliot already played it. So.
I'm gonna mute whoever's.
I'm gonna turn 19 right now. Arcanine Bulldoze the.
I'm gonna turn 27, so looking good.
Oh my luck!
I bulldozed to kind of scout what steady was, so that helped me later on.
Yeah, the heal bow was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like Mega Venusaur might meet its end right here on turn 22, but Arcanine switching in.
Because I know that he can't reliably kill me with anything he's got. The poison wasn't, or the poison jab did do a decent chunk though. I go for the Morning Sun. I want my health.
Yeah, so
Morning Sun.
This series of plays. I don't think Arcanine's winning this matchup.
No, I kind of expected a switch to be honest, as a prediction. I thought he would like over predict.
Okay.
Here, I just sack off Bino.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything anymore.
So now it looks really bad to me, doesn't it?
Yeah, it definitely does. Because Lantern's just gonna Toxic this thing. Oh, he didn't need Toxic, he just full switch.
Spooky. I knew Dark Pulse wouldn't kill because I calped it. So I just went for the parting shot to bring in something knowing he was probably locked in.
Yeah, turn 30 is my misplay. Like I thought your choice banded Weavile. Like I knew in my prep that Z pummeling Weavile or Band was going to be the bring, and I calced Band, so I thought even if you went for low kick on Cobalion, I could switch out into something else.
I gotcha. And then I just let Silvally die to Scolipede because I didn't really have a switch. I'm going to Neuvern here. Protects on the flamethrower. Which kind of did it tip you off about my item?
Pardon?
Did
Hello?
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 The poison was unfortunate, turn 35, but stuff happens.
Yeah, he just killed with EQ anyway.
Now he's just in range.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure EQ definitely killed.
Yeah, it did, but it was unfortunate nonetheless because hacks.
Looking like
it was
it's
just
Scarf
salting the
Ninja.
wound, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He goes for U-turn. I knew I could take anything he had to dish out, so I just stayed in, hoping you would stay in, so I went for low kick to get off some damage, but I just managed to kill off your Latios anyway.
Yeah, Scarf Gren, it's definitely gonna go hard.
Yeah, Scarf Gren was definitely a bring I knew was good, but I didn't 100% expect in this particular match. And luckily, I get a little bit of RNG on my side. I get the confusion on the Hurricane, and he hits himself on the turn I missed, and he hits himself again. But unfortunately, he just manages to go into his own Scarfer and scare me out because I wasn't.
I actually thought I lost at the end. I thought I lost. I thought your Scarfer was going to speak more.
The reason why I wasn't timid.
Hey, Omega, heads up, buddy. We're getting a mad amount.
I'm out of what?
Background noise.
But what I was saying was, I was indeed Scarf Neuvern because I saw it cleaned up a decent chunk of your team in the right position. But I ran Modest because most of the kills I needed to get, I couldn't get without being Modest. And to be honest, the Scarf Gren threw me off a little bit because I didn't expect it in prep. And
Alright, it should be fixed now.
I was just Modest Gren in order to outspeed Adamant Scolipede, and I thought that was probably my best EV bring, but you definitely made a nice prep by bringing Gren.
Yeah. I would have literally thrown my computer across the room because if you did outspeed my Gren, you would have won because you confused my Snorlax 2 turns in a row.
Yeah, luckily it didn't come down to hacks, but it was definitely, I think, a pretty well played game apart from a few plays on each side.
Yeah,
let's go to the.
It's definitely our best game of the 3.
Yeah, definitely. It was definitely a really well played game. And now the last game we have Dylan and Ben. Let me get some water real quick. I just need to get some water real quick. Hold up.
It's all good. I'll take time to look at the teams.
Dodrio has a nice matchup.
Which is a weird sentence, but it's true, yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely see the Dodrio doing
because
work.
with the jump kick coverage, it kind of helps.
However, the Muck walls like half of his team.
Yeah, bar like Mamo.
It's a fucking Muck though. At the end of the day,
it's Muck. It's Muck.
Muck is so bad.
Yeah, but if it walls at half his team, I think it's a good bring.
Does it wall half his team?
Yeah, no Lego, Sceptile, a Fable.
He does not wall Sceptile. So his Earthquake would go straight through that motherfucker.
If he's physical.
If he's mixed, he could probably be mixed with an Earthquake. It's Mega Sceptile. It wouldn't surprise me at all.
Well, regardless of that, do you guys just want to dive in and watch it?
Yeah, depends on them Sceptile set.
All right, so we got T-Tar lead against Arachi. Arachi lead was pretty obvious, in my opinion.
Yep. Agreed.
He just goes to Exca. Oh, on a Drain Punch.
Oh, I don't agree with that switch at all. My Lodic was a free switch, and I think.
Oh,
but there's the Shuka.
Shuka. Yeah. Wow.
I am Shuka.
Arachi's getting the better of that matchup, but he goes in the Mamo on the EQ, which does a lot. Holy crap. But I guess that was his best switch in.
He is indeed using Flame Orb Molotech.
Okay.
But now, what I do see, he's going to get both Flame Orb Chip and Sand Chip.
Yeah, that's what we kept telling him not to. We kept telling him that's going to happen.
You told him that too?
I mean, I think
I just noticed that right off the bat. It's going to be very harmful, especially when he has to keep clicking recover.
Yeah.
I think it forces his hand right there with the Mamo, but
Oh, he subs up on the Muck switch in.
What the fuck is he doing with Muck? This Muck shouldn't have been in this match.
Gunk shot Muck. Hey.
Oh, that nice focus punch. Oh, if he switched into Jirachi right there.
If he switched into something, that would have been clean.
Oh, unfortunately, he gets the prediction right. Yeah.
Why is he going for the key punch?
I'm not sure why
Militic.
I'm not sure why he shadow sneaked right there. I think.
But he has the best Mega in the game, Mega Lop.
I disagree 100%, but continue with the
I think
match.
that's
top 3 draft league mom.
Agreed.
Don't at me.
I think Mega Latios is probably the best Mega in the game right now.
Oh, Mega Lati's definitely better.
Yeah, but Mega Lop's really
Deciding like the new ones that we've got, like I would say like an hour old.
I think
Goes
he
for rocks
definitely.
and protect. Great play.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think his Excadrill and his Muk are definitely just getting weakened for no reason.
Oh, and it appears that he is unaware Clef because he took the sand damage.
Oh yeah, interesting. Okay.
I don't know what Ben's doing. I'm confused.
I think unaware Clef was a pretty decent bring for like Pufflop and T-Tar.
Oh, and then he just sacks his Excadrill.
I thought that was really dumb, especially when he has sand turns left.
And he sacks his. What the? I don't know what he's doing.
He does get the toxic off.
Ben's doing here. He's taking all this damage. I'm on turn 22.
He's continually stacking his moms. What's he doing?
He goes for the cover on the Sceptile. That's actually decent.
Thunder Punch does nothing.
Swaps down the T-Tar, sacks off T-Tar. Goes lock. Picks up a fake out kill on the Mamo. But now he gets a reliable switch into that Neolego. And the way he brings it in, I think it's Scarf.
Yeah, definitely Scarf.
Yeah, he goes straight for the power gem,
here.
picks up a kill on Muk. He gets the special attack boost, so now this is a problem. But he does go Latios. He reveals Scarf Latios. Oko's side shot. That was a decent bring. Now I'm gonna pause it right here. Turn 26. We got Latios and Jirachi. This is gonna be actually a pretty pivotal turn in my opinion. Just from what I see happening, obviously Latios has to switch, but what he switches into could mean the difference between a win and a loss.
I'm not sure why he's side shocked there.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think he should have switched in my opinion.
Yeah. I think at least 4 times in this game he could have switched out into my Milotic onto something.
He goes into Milotic too late. As he goes for another Drain Punch, he gets some extra health. Milotic takes an extra 12% of chip. And he goes into Sceptile on the Scald. He does lose Sceptile. I think it was interesting that he went for Scald and not Recover, in my opinion.
No, I think Scald was definitely the correct play.
It was, but I think Recover was also not a horror. But Dodrio the kill with Z return, I assume. Goes in the Lop, fakes out, and that does 42 to Dodrio because Dodrio is paper, and he sacks off Dodrio to quick attack Mega Lop.
Okay, fake out quick attack.
He goes in the Latios. He lets it take Moonblast. It dies.
I believe he said here. After the game it was a roll, but if he didn't take that Drain Punch damage, it wouldn't have been a roll. So
yeah, he protects so he can't fake out. That was a pretty smart play on Dylan's part.
Yeah.
And he goes for the return, just isn't enough, and Dylan gets a 2-0 win.
I think Ben at like at least 4 moments he could have just switched into my Milotic on, but instead he let like an offensive Pokemon take chip damage, and that definitely cost him the game.
Definitely. So I'm pulling up the doc right now just to look at the overall standings so we could do a little summary.
Can we just one more thing? I know I chipped out of the conversation right at the end there, but what the fuck was Muk doing in that match?
No, I can definitely see the Muk bring because
I can see why it was brought. I just don't think it was.
He just didn't play correctly with it. I think.
I don't see why Muk was brought at all.
I think Ben overestimated how good it was.
He just shadow sneaked the Jirachi randomly, and it just didn't. I'm not sure why. Like honestly.
Okay,
he could have just switched to Milotic.
Looking at the standings, in first place overall, we have Zach with a 5-0 win. We have JJ in second with a 4-0 win. We have Nat in third place with a 3-0 win, aka Junior. Then we have a a 2-0 winner. Bobbert won 2-0. And then we have Elliot also winning 2-0, as well as Dylan right there. Follow that up, we do have a 1-0 win with Josh. He won 1-0. Then we have a 0-0 win with Winston. And then we have Noob, who lost by 0. We have Burn with a 1-0 loss. Then we have a couple people with 2-0 losses. We have myself, Ben, and Jockin. I will call you Jockin. You know it's Jackin.
It's Jockin. It's not Jackin at all.
Oh, I did it right?
It's Jockin, yeah.
Yes. And then we have a 3-0 loser with Fran.
Question, where are you reading this?
Off of the doc standings.
No, I mean standings. Nothing.
It's not in order, but I kind of figured.
Oh, you figured it out. Okay. I was like,
Peter lost 4-0, and then dead last we have Ruppy with the 5-0 loss. So there's still plenty of time to turn anyone's season around, and there's plenty of time for those who did well to do poorly. And we have
they're actually the losers that have played very well.
Oh, we could go over transactions real quick.
Oh, we can. Are we doing for the minors too?
Yeah, we could do transactions for minors.
Also,
all right. So let me pull up the transactions.
First thing, Brett, you're trading Pikachu for Sableye.
No, we're doing minors.
Oh, we're doing minors?
Yeah, and then we can do mine. Starting off, we have quite a lot of changes for Tyler. He is dropping Emboar for Blacephalon, Mega Altaria for Mega Mawile, Magnezone for Electivire, and Honchkrow for Druddigon. What do you guys think about that?
He said he dropped Como. He said
he dropped Emboar.
Mm-hmm.
He traded Mega Ult for Mega Mawile. He dropped Magnezone for Electivire and dropped Honchkrow for Druddigon.
All right, very, very interesting changes.
I like the Mega Mawile for Mega Ult.
It depends on what he wants his Mega to do. Because I think Mawile's just overrated. It depends on the team that it's on. Where it succeeds more.
Yo, Emboar for Blacephalon is huge for him.
I'm not personally a big fan of Blacephalon, but we'll see how it works for him.
I've seen it do great things, so I'm curious to see if he.
I think it's terrible. I don't
like Blacephalon.
Is it right?
Yeah, I don't either, but we'll see how he uses it.
I kind of like how he dropped Mega Altaria and Magnezone because I think Magnezone's really overrated in Draft League.
I do.
Not overrated. I just don't think it's good. I just think it's terrible.
I'm glad. No, in my opinion, Electivire is the best low-tier electric in draft format.
I can see where you're coming from with that.
It's definitely really strong. It's got a good speed tier to be a Scarfer. You can run mixed or both ways. It's definitely very versatile and very good for where you can get
I disagree. I think the best low-tier electric is definitely Pichu. It's just underrated. And Pikachu's not bad too.
Be trolling.
Not as good as Electrode.
Honestly, I just like his previous team better. Honestly, with the Emboar, the Altaria, and
I think I like the overall team composition better before, but I do like the individual mons he picked up.
I do have a love for Emboar, so I agree with you there.
I just don't like them on his team, if you know what I mean.
Also, why would we drop Magnezone when he needs stuff to kill Steel from Zeppelin? I just.
That's fair.
He doesn't, yeah.
Omega dropped Rotom Frost for Lantern. As we saw in mine and Elliot's match, Lantern's fairly bulky. It acts as a pretty nice cleric, and it's a bulky water. I like that pickup personally.
And it's such a steal for 4 points. It's such a steal for 4.
It's also not Rotom Frost, which is another good point.
Honestly, the only reason I didn't draft it was I didn't think I'd have enough points, but I did.
You realize it's 4, you're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And Guillermo actually had a lot of changes.
Yeah, Lantern definitely fit my team.
Did he drop Empoleon for Fortress? Huh?
Yes, he did.
That's an L.
That's a massive fail.
Fortress is garbage in every aspect. Empoleon's actually really nice.
Fortress is not garbage in every aspect.
I mean, I can understand because I can see that he now has Hawlucha and Lil Raichu. He can definitely go extremely offensive, like hyper offense. And Fortress is definitely better on a hyper offensive team than.
Also, he's now got Coco, Raichu, and
like he can definitely set up the spikes explode. Like could be his lead.
Who the hell?
Elliot just shoved a fucking microphone up his ass.
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway, other than just that, Guillermo also dropped Komowo for Halucha, which is actually a pretty good fit for his team.
Which because Coco, hello.
He does have Coco, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
And
he dropped Baynet for Alolan Raichu. Alolan Raichu is a great pair with Coco, especially for how many points is it? Like 5?
Some of that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For his playstyle, if he goes super offensive, Fortress is better than Empoleon in that scenario.
Yeah, but I think overall Empoleon's just a better mod.
It's also Empoleon doesn't get the but Empoleon doesn't also suffer from electric terrain, causing it to be weaker to its super effective move.
Yeah, and he did have 3 walls weak to electric with that Coco.
Before that,
But now he just has another electric weakness in Halucha.
Well, Halucha's the synergy.
Yeah, but it is rather easily checked, in my opinion.
It can be, with the Alolan Raichu and Tapu Koko back.
That's true. It should be a pretty formidable core, but the 3 share a common weakness between a couple mons. So it just depends on the matchup, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm not sure what else is on his team. I haven't looked at his team. But,
1 second, please.
It seems pretty good. It seems pretty good now, to be honest. Before it was a bit like, what the fuck's he doing? Oh shit, that's actually a really good core, and it's well supported by the rest of the team.
And he does have a Weavile and a Nidoqueen with a Mega Sceptile.
Sorry about that. I just had to grab something.
It's a very pretty team now.
Yeah, it's definitely
like Guillermo's team a lot now.
A hugely offensive team, and I can definitely see the Fortress.
Yeah, it's a much prettier team than it was before. We were all going, "What the fuck's he trying to do?" And now we're like, "Oh shit!"
Now it kind of comes together.
Yeah, now we get it.
All right, so now we have majors. Top 1. I get to drop round 1 Pikachu and pick up Sableye.
As a Sableye fan, I'm proud of you.
Honestly.
What?
Sableye is a terrible Pokemon, I think.
I disagree.
Well, some of the things I struggle with on my team, Sableye helps check what the prankster status is, and that's the main reason I picked it up for 6 points. It's kind of a steal.
Ooh, that's expensive too.
No, you think it's expensive? I disagree.
I don't know about. Yeah, I think Sableye is.
I think it's a pretty good value for Sableye.
Sableye probably should be 4.
I mainly picked it up because the priority prankster really helps out a lot with some of my threats. It helps pave the way for things to kind of clean up if I need to. And I don't foresee myself bringing it much. It's more of a situational thing, but I think in some matchups it could really make a difference.
I mean,
and anything's better than Pikachu.
It's better than Pikachu, I was going to say, yeah.
I'll talk about Pikachu's awesome.
I think it's definitely better than Pikachu.
The Pikachu curse has been lifted. Hallelujah.
Nah. Props to you for actually following through with your word.
Hey, I'm a man of my word.
All right, moving on to it's me next. Never mind.
You got 2 transactions, so we could do them both at the same time.
I've got 1.
Well, you also changed as a user.
Yeah, true. So yeah, dropping Miss Mage's Rhyperior mostly because I needed the flying resist badly, and Dancy is not good enough for it.
Rhyperior's a really good mon.
Rhyperior also gives Rhyperior also gives me Stealth Rock. It also gives me a seriously formidable physical tank. Yeah, the Rock Polish, the Weakness Policy, it can do a whole lot of things. It's also becoming replacing Miss Magic in that regard, so I can possibly get KOs and things that normally.
Personally, I think you got a huge upgrade on your team.
Agreed. I think it's a huge upgrade for my team.
I like it.
Yep.
Okay, so and then he changed his user from Rhyperior.
So just to Rhyperior again.
I mean, Rhyperior is not really a great user, but everybody has one kind of.
For certain switch-ins, he likes it. For example, say a Crashball comes in as the Ice Punch.
If you do that, like I can see the weakness policy set doing work with FZ, or with the rock polish and offensive hybrid.
And if I get sticky with up, that rock polish set actually becomes really potent.
Yeah, definitely. I just think Rhyperior
benefits
from other items more. That's the only reason I say it's a bit iffy. But everybody has a low tier one that's kind of bad, so fair enough.
Yeah, my high tier one's Hydreigon. Like I think I'm just.
Yeah, like my high tier one's Weavile, so I didn't have much for a lower tier one. It's Noivern.
Yeah, so I'm very happy with that trade. Much more synergy for my team, and I get an extra pair of Stealth Rock. Yay!
So Winston dropped Buzzwole and Cryogonal and picked up Sneasel and Skarm. That
is such a good trade. Holy crap!
How did he pick up?
He also dropped the mini on for. He dropped the mini on for Mark.
So I mean, that doesn't matter. But the Buzzwole, I'm not a fan of Buzzwole, so I'm glad he traded it. Yeah.
I think it's kind of trash.
Yeah, I think it's trash too.
Yeah, I don't like Buzzwole.
Skarm is like the most. I want to say it has the most utility out of most walls.
Yeah, it's very, very good.
100%, and removal helps him a lot, especially now that he doesn't have Cryogonal as his removal.
Yeah, definitely an upgrade.
Sorry, it'll make me giggle.
I don't know about the Luminion for the Muck. I mean, that doesn't really matter to me, but.
Both are bad mons.
Can we be fair in saying anything's better than Luminion?
No.
Now that he has better removal through Skarmory, Luminion has no reason to be anywhere near it.
Hey, he just wants that nice water defog. Leave him be.
Shut up.
Who cares if his entire remover core is destroyed by an electric type?
So Elliot dropped Lando, Iron, Vanillix for Hippowdon and Cryogonal.
I don't like that.
And Decidueye for Serena.
Yep.
I can elaborate on all of this.
Is that Sandforce Lando?
Yeah, obviously.
I'm just wondering.
I have a lot of things to say about the trades, but
go ahead.
So basically, my team literally, my Snorlax is just too pressured on my team, I feel like, and I feel like I needed a wall to pair up with it, so I thought Hippowdon with Snorlax seems like a pretty nasty core to me. And then, since I'm dropping my flying type, I just went for the ground immunity again, so I picked a Cryogonal, plus it gives me like a similar speed tier to Landorus. And spin if I need to. And the Decidueye for Serena, I feel like Serena's just better in most ways.
What I noticed against
and plus
I do like the Serena pickup mostly because your team's really weak to priority, in my opinion.
I also have Hazard Stack and I needed a spinner, so.
But in my opinion, Decidueye's a better overall mon, but on your particular team, I think Serena's probably better.
Yeah, I agree.
I think every draft league I'm in, somebody drops a Decidueye, so.
I love Decidueye. I had it all last season, and I got a couple sweeps with it.
Honestly, like almost every draft league, somebody drops Decidueye.
Elliot, remember the bulky, nasty plot sweeps?
I do like Hippo on your team with the sand.
I like Hippo.
Yeah.
Well, last season against Winston, I set up a bulky, nasty plot and killed like 4 mons.
Oh, I remember that actually.
That was fun. Anyway.
All right, what's the next trade?
Past that.
Ben shopping Muck for Tangela.
Muck and
Tangela.
And Quillfish.
What?
Oh, I definitely like this trade because now he gets spikes and toxic spikes.
But I also like Tangela a lot.
Yeah, not like
exactly. Leafeon is not Tangela.
I thought he was bringing Tangela to at least 4 games.
Well, he has a very offensive team, and Spike Stack will definitely help his team.
And everyone loves a good choice band explosion.
I think the Quillfish is definitely worth it for the drop in Tangela.
Okay.
It's still just sad that his knockoff user is Leafeon, whereas a Mega.
Fucking Tangela.
Knockoff users are so necessary for Megalophony. Like
I agree with that statement, but it also is helped by spikes and toxic spikes. So it definitely sometimes.
I just feel like stand push Rocky Helmet, Lopunny's getting like max 4 hits off. It's just not.
I agree, but Hazard's definitely helping.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
I agree.
Well, anyway, that's a pretty irrelevant trade for the most part, in my opinion.
I don't like Leafeon.
Well, anyway, now we go to
he just really wanted the Quillfish, honestly.
Fran's transactions made me want to kill myself.
Agreed.
He straight up counted to me.
So wait. So what did he drop?
He dropped
his fucking team.
I feel like his team's just a lost cause at this point.
Hey,
I don't know what to do.
Hold on, what?
Okay, so he dropped Goth, Steelix, Seismitoad, and Mimikyu for Nidoqueen, Alomomola, Fortress, and Lycanroc. Dusk.
I think Franny needs to go slap himself hard in the face.
I don't think
what I'm gonna
this
say
is
about
what.
This is we are in the same division, and he plays me week 2, and these changes help him C-team me very well.
That could be true, but well, I mean, I could tell you this: I don't like Gothitelle at all, and
I don't either. I think it's highly with that attack.
And
I don't
like
mind. I don't mind
Nidoqueen
Gothitelle because I've used it previously, and it's not terrible. But
He dropped his round 1 pick. Like,
Yeah.
that's not.
Well, that's just saying that like I don't know why he just got it.
Yeah,
He
Brett,
didn't
imagine
bring it
dropping
to the
your
game.
round 1 pick.
He didn't even
I
bring it
also
to a
dropped
game.
my round 1 pick. I'm a horrible coach. Kill me.
Fair enough.
But I mean, Nidoqueen, Lycanroc are scary. Alomola is fat. Fortress has all the hazards, so
I think he
Alright.
just needed 2 ice resist. He needed his ice resist. Remember
Yeah.
in like the drop podcast, he didn't have that.
yeah. At least
I
he has
still
the
don't think.
hazards now.
I still don't think Alomola and Fortress like ice beam's like a very.
He
Plus,
could have
thing.
did
Freeze dry,
better.
like
He could have did better with it, but I think it's definitely an improvement from this no ice resist team.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Yeah,
I guess I
because
don't know.
now he has at least 2 threatening Pokemon.
Yeah, I mean,
He
just
also
feel like-
took- another reason I'm kind of annoyed about it is that now I can't get it.
It's an improvement. So like whatever, give it like 1 or 2 points above what his point score was on his team.
He got 1 or 2, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
and he also changed his Z user
Yeah,
from Bulu to Hoopa-U, and that kind of.
that's a good move. That's a good one.
I
Very
don't
good.
think, I don't think Bulu benefits overly much from Z, but Hoopa definitely does.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can
Of
see
course,
that
those-
matchup.
Those Bloom Dooms in grassy terrain coming from Woodhammer are fucking nasty.
I mean, Woodhammer hits hard enough.
Yeah, but still, it's just fun to go like, oh, by the way, your full HP tank is now gone.
That's fair, but I mean, Z Hoopa has way more opportunities.
Yeah,
to
exactly. I agree
succeed.
Z-Hoop is way better, but I do like Z too. So,
All right, so moving on. Noob dropped Palossand and Shaman for Mudsdale and Virizion. I don't like this at all.
I do.
I like it.
Well, I think
I like
Shaman-
dropping Palossand for Mudsdale, but I don't like dropping Shaman for Virizion. Just
Really?
one team particular.
I think Shaman is bad, so I disagree.
I don't think Shaman's great, but I think it fits his team well. So
He doesn't. He needs a fighting type for steel
Exactly,
types.
I
He was
agree.
So,
No. That was
in
one
my
of his.
opinion, he
that
could
was
have
one of
gotten a
his
better
things.
fighting type if that was his true goal.
Yeah, but
He could have maybe he wanted to keep some stuff, but the big weakness of his team was he got walled by steals a lot.
Yeah, so Virizian's a great ad. I completely
I
like
mean, I guess I could see that, but I'm not a fan of it personally.
that's
I mean,
fair enough.
fair. He could have gotten a better fighting type, but I
guess
think
if you wanted to
Virizion
keep
might
the
have
grass
just
type. I guess he could have done worse.
yeah.
All right.
he could. Yeah, he
anyway,
could have gotten Leafeon.
Well, like I said, I think he really just wanted cool.
Tangela was available.
Tangela was available, but Leafeon fucking slapped me.
He dropped Tangela.
I
No, I'm
know
saying
he did.
For
Yeah.
Noob. For Noob,
All right.
Tangela was available. Anyway, and then that's it. Peter dropped Serena for Roserade. and that's how
Roserade.
Elliot
It
picked
gives
up.
him spike. It gives him spike setup versus spikes removal. So I don't know.
I do like Roserade overall as a mon better than Serena.
I like it better on his core than
I think
Serena.
it's more useful than Serena for the most part.
Roserade and Shaman actually, not Shaman, fucking Starmie work really well together. So
Yeah, I agree.
much better than Serena and Starmie work together.
Really, the only miss on the trade C was Tyler, in my opinion. It's just I don't believe in Pastephalon, and I don't believe in some of the other changes he did. I think he could have just done something else.
My worst trade has to go to fucking Tangela for Leafeon. Oh,
I mean, do you understand why he did it though?
I know why he did it. It just hurts my feelings.
I mean, I get why he did it, but that doesn't necessarily that he has to like it. I like it personally.
I like it. I like it too. It's just like Tangela. Sure, it's good, but it'll be brought to like 1 or 2 games.
Yeah, it's
And
not as
there's
you
one
bring
more
it to somebody
trade.
else, Zygarde.
There's one more trade that upsets me, and that has to be Pikachu for Sableye.
You're trolling now.
Would
You're
you like
trolling.
my insider perspective?
No, I'm much happier from the outside view.
Okay, so from the insider perspective, I dropped Pikachu because it was simply unfair to other teams.
Oh, you're right, of course.
It's simply just tore through most
feel
of
the
the
same way,
teams,
actually.
and I want to make this a competitive league. I don't want to be better than everyone, so I dropped.
No, don't worry.
Alright, let's stop, Joel. Cool.
All right, guys. So this was our weekly podcast for week 1 of the IPBA season 11.
We're very sorry it lasted 4 hours.
We'll see y'all in finals.
For joining me.
I won't.
Jock can eat my ass. Okay, bye.